What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Giants Week 3 recap as the Browns went out there in front of the dog pound and, for the second time this year, put up another feeble performance. Although, unlike Week 1, they did look a little bit better, but still, they couldn't figure out a way to move the ball effectively. And late in the game, that really came back to bite them in the ass because the Giants, believe it or not, gave them ample opportunities to go down and take the lead. But we just couldn't do it. As the Giants came into Huntington Bank Field, and boy, they were cashing checks today, man. They were making some money. Malik Neighbors was making dudes look stupid. Now imagine if the Giants didn't have the Derp King as quarterback. You get that dude, someone like Cam Ward or something. Oh my God. No. I mean, he was barbecuing Martin Emerson all game, which had me wondering, why didn't we have Denzel Ward on him all game? Right? Damn, come on now. But yeah, Giants came into the dog pound and they really took it to us in the first half. And then we effectively shut them down in the second half. But really, they didn't need to do anything in the second half because they were already up two touchdowns at halftime. And they actually wound up winning 21-15 after the Browns actually got in the end zone and made things very interesting in the fourth quarter. And they went for two, which meant all they needed was a touchdown and an extra point to win the game. And again, the Giants gave them so many opportunities. But you kind of figured things were going to be bad when the Browns had an interception negated due to a low-key BS roughing the passer call where Greg Newsome touched Daniel Jones. I've seen worse not called. The dude barely even touched him. And then while all that's going on, you got the whole entire defensive unit in the end zone doing some sort of choreographed dance. I said during my stream, by the way, shout out to everyone who was in my stream today, man. It was rough, but we had fun. I said that was the curse for this defense because after all that, they go out and they get walked down the field by Danny Derps. How the hell do you do that? Right? You get an interception, it gets negated due to a penalty, go figure, and then what do you know? Giants run down the field with relative ease, and they score a touchdown. And this was after, literally, the opening kickoff. We forced the fumble, got the ball, one play. Deshaun Watson to Amari Cooper for the touchdown. Browns up 7-0 before most people could even get to their seats and get settled in. After that negated interception, things went downhill quick. But I will say, though, the defense held their own. I'll give them that. Now, on the other side of the ball, what the hell was that? Like, was Bill Callahan good of an O-line coach? Because I swear, they have pretty much the same unit as last year. And they're looking like a bunch of turnstiles. Like, this is the same O-line from last year, different coach. Damn, I guess coaching really does make that much of a difference. In that case, why did we let Bill go? Why? We didn't have to. We didn't fire him. I get it, you're being nice, you're letting him go coach with his son. I say, screw that. Go to Trashville, stay here. You got it good here. No, I'm gonna go coach with the Titans. I get to go watch my unit block for Mayo, man. Stupid. And then we hire a dude who I swear looks like Jonah Hill. Freaking doof looking. We really went to Seattle, to hire our new O-line coach. Do you know how bad Seattle's O-line has been over the years? Russell Wilson was in hell in the pocket there. Speaking of in the pocket, okay? It's no secret the Giants have a vicious pass rush, right? Vicious. What do we have Deshaun Watson sitting in the pocket like a damn statue? Why? Makes no sense to me. But yeah, Giants came into Cleveland, walked in the dog pound, went to Huntington Bank Field, and beat the Browns today 21-15. They get their first win of the year. Browns fall to 1-2. Showed a little bit of life, at least. Especially at the end. They just couldn't move the ball. A lot of people are going to blame Deshaun. Well, it's the others around him, too. They got to execute. I mean, Cedric Tillman literally had a ball right in the pit of his arm, in the sweet spot. Dropped it. Jerome Ford, during a very productive drive where it looked like the Browns were going to possibly do some damage, fumble. But what really killed me, again, was the offensive line. The Giants' defense was beating this O-line like a damn drum. Here's Deshaun Watson's stats from today. 21 of 37, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sacked 8 times. In comparison, Daniel Jones, 24 of 34, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns to Malik Neighbors. He got sacked twice. And it's weird because I swear our offensive line did better when they had essentially a mash unit out there today. You had Bitonio at left tackle. You had Hosick at left guard. Nick Harris, I think, was at center. You had Zach Zinter, the rookie, at right guard. And I believe you had DeJuan Jones at right tackle. That's how bad of a situation we were in today because of injuries. Of course, they didn't bring up any O-linemen from the practice squad because, well, of course, at first they thought Jack Conklin would be able to play, and then hamstring injury, he's out. It just never ends with this team. I mean, never does. Never freaking ends. I swear, man. Every week it's something new. Now, looking at my post-game observations. Number one, we out-derped the derp, especially late in the game, right? Defense was holding its own, keeping us in the game. I always knew if we scored a touchdown, because we were down 2 touchdowns, we scored a touchdown, we're in this thing. So that's what they did. They moved down the field, scored a touchdown. Awesome. After that, they had like 3 chances in the final 8 minutes to go down and take the lead. They couldn't do it. Started off, I believe, with the fumble. Then you had some weird ass 4th down play. Well, first off, on 3rd down on 1, they do the Jameis QB sneak, which failed. And then 4th down, they bring out Deshaun to do a QB keeper, which went nowhere. And then you had the drop by Cedric Tillman. The ball was literally right in the sweet spot. wasn't off the chest or off the helmet. It was right in the bend of the arm, right in the elbow area, on the inner part, where you'd want the ball. Essentially, pitch and catch. Dropped it. That dude's had a tumultuous start to his career, that's for sure. Makes me wish we still had David Bell. Number 2, like I said, O-line is in shambles. A lot of injuries again. The injury bug is still kicking our ass. I thought that was a whole like last year thing. No, it's still going this year. Still going. And then number 3, couldn't take advantage of opportunities. And they had quite a few late in the game again. Couldn't do it. They just could not move the ball. I was kind of hoping we could get a turnover to set us up. No, they couldn't do it. They could not do it. I don't really know what else to say after that. You know, I mean, defense held its own, right? Eventually, they made adjustments and they weren't getting cooked as much anymore. But by that time, the damage was already done. You were already down 2 touchdowns. But they just couldn't get that, those winning points on the board. And then, of course, D-Hop, who's been very reliable, missed a 53-yard field goal, which in this case would have put him down by 3. So at worst, you don't have to be as urgent. You could go down there in field goal range. At worst, tie it up, right? Go to overtime and see what happens. No, missed it. We had so many chances. I thought after Greg Joseph or whoever the Giants kicker was, I'm pretty sure it was Greg Joseph. I thought, man, he missed that field goal. I'm like, oh my God, we have a chance here. Just move the ball. They couldn't even do it. They could not even do it. And if you thought things were bad this week, just wait until we got to face the Raiders next week on the road. And the best part is, I believe that game is actually a 4:25 kickoff. And you know how we do in those games. Yeah, next week is a 4:25 kickoff on the road. We have 3 straight road games coming up. In Washington after, and then Philly on October 13th. So yeah, it's Vegas, Washington, and Philly. Then they're back home for 3 more against Cincinnati, Baltimore, and the Chargers, who look pretty good right now. Now, hopefully by that time, Nick Chubb and maybe Nyheim Hines and Njoku could be back. Right? Maybe even Mo Hurst, too, because we are missing quite a few guys. Oh, just another day as a Browns fan, I guess. Right? Never ends. Never freaking ends. So, that's all I got, guys. As far as my game MVP goes, it's got to go to Amari Cooper. He had 2 touchdown catches today. He's had a rough start, but it looks like he's got something going now. He did take a wicked hit at the end of the game, which actually had him off the field for the final play. I think if he was on the field, the ball would have went to him for sure. But now they got to figure out a way to beat Gardner Minshew, who always gives us trouble, in Vegas next week against another nasty defensive front. Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, and company. Maybe Chiefs will be back. I keep saying that every week, but honestly, I don't know when he'll be back. It's almost like, is he real? Is he an actual person? I'm not even going to get my hopes up. When I see him out there in the field, then I'll believe he's back at this point. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Shout out to everyone who watched the stream today, and at least the Guardians are good. Cavs basketball is back soon, too. Woohoo! You know the drill. I'll probably go live once or twice for some Guardians baseball against the Reds. I'll probably go live for one of those games, most likely. And then I might do maybe one of the Astros games, and then that's it for the regular season. Final week already. Wow. Then we got playoffs, and we'll see who we got to play. So that's all I got, guys. I'll be live later tonight for the Guardians and Cardinals series recap. Guardians actually just lost 2-1. They pretty much had their hangover lineup out there again, so I don't really care. At least we won the Central. Can't be too mad. Just got to take care of business and lock in a first round bye. So that's all I got here, guys. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for my Raiders Browns game preview. Maybe I'll have some updates on some injured guys. But yeah, not a fun game. Of course, the Browns had the tease. The Browns even getting in on the teasing. Wow. Wow, okay. Pretty sad because the Browns are driving, and I was like, man, they're going to Browns this. I just know it. They gave me no good vibes. This wasn't like the Raven game last year. I don't know if we're ever going to see a drive like that. Drive down the field and win the game. Usually, you only see something really good like that happen when something bad is about to follow. Like the freaking Deshaun injury. That's usually how it goes for us, right? As what do they say? Wait for the other shoe to drop. Something good happens, something bad always follows up. Always. Never fails. So that's all I got for this one. Damn near going on 20 minutes. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Who do you place the blame on? I know some people will place it on Deshaun. Yeah, I guess some of it could go on him. But it's mainly offensive line and his weapons. They let him down for the most part, besides Amari. Play calling wasn't great either. They had Deshaun standing in the pocket like a damn statue against a bunch of hungry ass dogs with meat around his neck. You know those like sausage link chains that they have? My dude was standing in the middle of the freaking of a wide open area with meat chain on his neck, freaking sausage links on his neck, wearing freaking beef perfume, beef flavored perfume. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Like I said though, we out derp the derp. But yeah, shout out to the Giants fans. Like I said, if you guys had a freaking good quarterback that's not Danny Derps, you guys might actually be undefeated right now. If you had a kicker, you'd be 2-1. Gotta admit though, Malik Neighbors is a dog. I hope he is not in our division. It's bad enough we got to deal with Jamar Chase and freaking George Pickens. At least we don't have to deal with Malik Neighbors. I mean, Jim Schwartz even said in his pre-game press conference, he's like, that dude legit reminds me of Odell Beckham. That's a coach who literally coached against him, right? So, yeah, we'll see what next week brings, and maybe the Browns can get back on the winning side. Well, like I said before, you know, if it goes to ass this year, at least we have a first round pick. Never fails. It's in the draft, guys. Three and Crazy Dog's already thinking about the draft. No, I'm just saying we have a first round pick. Yep. All those years we didn't have one, we decided to be good. Now we actually have a first rounder, and it's like, oh, we're going to be ass now. I just don't get this team. I really don't. So, yeah, going on 20 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. With that being said, go Browns, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah.